Hello! And on today's episode, we're going to be talking to Scott Sullivan at AIMExpo 2025. He represents Rider Justice. That is it's his company. I don't know. It's his firm. He does a great job. He represents riders on and off the road. And he sat down to talk with me a little bit about this and that and the other things that you should know, things that you don't know. And if you do know them already, you should be using Rider Justice because they do it well. And they support the community through freaking everything. They're in the Vanna Film Festival. They're at all the rallies and races. They're great people to know and to work with, and I'm eager to have him back on the show. I know he even started putting out content that keeps up with laws that are coming in and out of your area specific to where you live. If you don't know that things change, you don't know how you could be affected as a rider. So these are all things that you may learn about in this episode and future, but just the same, check him out at Rider Justice, Scott Sullivan. And today on Bad Beards Podcast, brought to you by water. Stay hydrated, folks. No, but seriously, who wants to represent me? Come on, let's go. All right. Sean Sullivan of Rider Justice.
Scott.
Oh. I thought we just said Sean. Scott?
Scott, yeah. Sean would be a great Irish name. Sean O'Sullivan.
That's what I thought I had in my head. I was like,
yeah.
All right. Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah,
That's
right.
what I said.
Yeah.
Check the tape.
Oh, I heard.
All right, we're day 2.
I'm an old dude with the bad ears.
No,
maybe.
day 2,
yeah.
AIMExpo. We're running into the afternoon, and we are joined by Scott, not Sean, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program. We're having a great time. So just for my friends at home, jumping into it, give us an introduction, who you are, and your background.
I am not Sean O'Sullivan.
He's not Sean.
I'm Scott O'Sullivan.
Sure.
Motorcycle lawyer, Denver, Colorado, founder of Rider Justice. It's the advocacy arm of my law firm. I help pass laws to make roads safer. We do a lot of community stuff. We do a ton of philanthropic work in the motorcycle world. It's the world that I love, I grew up in, and passionate about, and building a community. And it's now been, part of how we talked about it earlier. It's a small world. We all have these great friends and relationships and communities, and my goal is to, protect them and take care of them as best I can as a lawyer.
So are you nationwide?
I am nationwide. We're based out of Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
I was just at an event where I was actually teaching other lawyers how to be motorcycle lawyers.
Oh.
That's why I'm here in Vegas. It just happened to line up with all this stuff,
Yeah.
which is great. And so that's part of my network that I can use with them, but I don't sell my brand. I don't franchise the thing. I don't want anybody else to screw it up.
Yeah.
So when, if somebody calls and something happens, they call me. They actually talk to me, Scott.
How difficult is that when I'm just thinking like having lived in California and then
yeah.
There's the laws
Laws are different.
are different.
Yeah, there's some states that we just can't really help in, but we can always refer you to somebody in that state. That's why I'm part of this group, so that I have somebody that I trust that I've actually helped teach do what we do, and make sure they're actually decent human beings, because it's really important. And
There's a lot of shady lawyers out there.
Yeah, one of my associates, his best joke is, what is it? Oh, shit, it's like 98% of them make the 2% look bad or something like whatever.
Those are some disparaging numbers.
Yeah, there's some disparaging numbers. I'm not a big fan of my kind in general, honestly, but it's.
We need you though. We need you.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and
When we're at our lowest is when we're we have to be like, hey man.
Yeah, and that's the weird dystopic part of my job, right? I love this community. There's nothing worse than when I get a call from somebody that I know with something bad has happened. It just gut punches me every single time. And I know that what we do is important, and it's we work really hard and we try to do the best we can, but it's always emotional for us all year round, never ending, unfortunately. But I love it. Yeah.
One hearing honestly that there is an emotional capacity to it, probably bringing a little humanity into the process is what you need, because it can be very cut and dry where it's a money game for a lot of those guys.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me it's truly a vocation.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in becoming some giant thing where we're representing thousands of clients all over the place. It literally is just
for the people.
That's right. It's really one at a time. One at a time. No matter where they are, if we can help them, we're going to do the best we can, so that we know all of our clients by name, know their stories, know their families, and that's part of the vocation of what I love about it, the counseling side of it, the taking care of part of it. Yeah.
I had another guest on, a friend that works in the legal space, and he was able to inform me and some of my listeners just like how important it is. He goes, you don't need to hire me, you don't need to hire the people I work with, but the reality is you got to talk to somebody, because
That's exactly right.
I was raised not intentionally, not unintentionally, just to take care of your own shit.
Yep.
And if you did something, take responsibility, and that can, across a whole gamut of things, social service, help, specific legal counsel,
Yep.
where if you get in a car accident or a bike accident or just whatever,
Yep.
the conversation is so valid, because we're at a place in our society where maybe insurance doesn't have your best...
Oh, yeah. Not at all.
You could be paying them all the time.
Yes.
And you need them, and they go, sucks to be you.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what you guys serve, that you can act as an advocate
Yeah.
on our behalf.
And also navigating a really terrible healthcare system at this point. It's it's not the best depending on your insurance. Even if you have great insurance, health insurance, it's not necessarily going to be the right avenue to take care of you. And they also want to try to get their own in it too, right? And then you add the trauma, because it's terrible.
Right.
And it's usually we're talking to the spouse or the girlfriend. I mean, that's just how it is. And they are scared to death. And us trying to help them figure it out. To your friend's point, you don't necessarily need to hire us, but you do need to at least get some things understood right away and real quick.
Yeah.
And how to make it work so that you're gonna be okay. And it's hard. It's a lot. Yeah.
There's a few things that I reflect on in hindsight. I got hit by a car coming down La Brea in Hollywood. There was this young kid. He's fresh in L.A. His mom was in the car. His sister was in the car, and he sideswiped me. And I had it was a 2-lane no, it was a 2-lane that goes to a 3. Yeah. And I'm making a right out of there.
Yep.
And it just, however it felt to me, I felt like, oh, well, I was a party to the accident. Reality being, he sideswiped me without checking his mirror.
That's exactly right.
But just the way I'm wired, I just I'm fine, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was not fine.
Yeah.
The ambulance shows up. I am keenly aware that I can't afford the ambulance ride.
Yep.
I'm keenly aware that, I have a little bit of guilt and shame that was it my fault? It wasn't.
Yeah.
And then his lovely mother was like, oh my gosh, why are you riding a motorcycle? It's so dangerous. And I was like, shut the fuck up. But then, but hindsight, I took care of it on my own. I managed to get myself and my bike back to my house, only to have a broken leg, among other things, that I'm still dealing with.
Yes.
Because I didn't have the wherewithal or sense at the time to think, you know what, let's just go get an opinion. Yeah. Let's have a conversation where you or anyone would have gone, well, this is actually what happened, and this is what you need to do, or else you're going to be dealing with this for a long time. Yeah,
that's right. And one of the things you actually bring up, I think, is a really good point, and I give talks about this all the time, speak in front of hundreds of people all the time. The importance of...
Now you're talking in front of 2.
Yeah.
It's my mom and brother.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking tens of people right now. So the most important thing that any rider can do, besides having the proper gear on, helmet, gloves, glasses, leathers, whatever it is you want to wear on your body, is actually having the right kind of insurance. And I don't sell insurance, but I should. I just sue the shit out of them all the time. And is having enough underinsured motorist coverage. California is a perfect example. Your minimum limits there are like $10,000.
Yeah.
That does you literally not even your ambulance or your ER visit.
Or the aspirin.
Or the aspirin.
Just
or any,
comical.
Yeah, that's right. Or the tissue box or saline they use to wash out the wound. But having really good underinsured motorist coverage is the most crucial thing for any motorcycle rider anywhere in the country, especially California, especially Florida, especially Texas, with these low to no limits, having no insurance. You can only cover your own ass. You should assume everybody out there is driving has no insurance or none, or the minimum $10,000, $15,000, depending on the state. And having like my bikes, I have $250,000 of UAM, and then another $1 million on top of that with an umbrella, and then some more. I'm actually covered almost $7 million worth of coverage. Because if I hurt my brain, I can't practice law anymore. Yeah. I can break a leg, and that's going to suck, and it's going to, it affects you more because of your industry and what you do, and all the...
my brain matters too,
It does,
Sean.
That's all right, Stan.
Yeah, good enough.
yeah, that's right. But yeah, it depends on, for all of us, but if you hit your brain, you're done.
Yeah.
And so that's the one message I try to get across to everybody is you have to cover your own butt. And the way you do it, unfortunately, even though we pay them all the time and we don't always feel like we're getting the value we need, but underinsured motorist coverage is the most important insurance you can get to cover you and your bike and your family and your loved ones and everybody else.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, something you mentioned earlier that really pinged me, the laws that you've personally advocated for and effectively changed, what are some of those and what was the goal?
Yeah, so in Colorado, we did not have a hands-free bill. Meaning you could drive with a phone in your hand and, fuck all, right? You just do whatever and just wipe people out, and it wasn't even really a crime. So one of the first steps of that is we got an anti-texting and driving bill passed. We couldn't get it fully hands-free because of some constituencies didn't want that to happen. The defense bar.
They really like TikTok. They're like, that's my...
Yeah. Why can't I FaceTime while I'm driving? Live stream. Literally a Tesla owner legislator is like, no, there should be a carved out exception for us because my car drives itself. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
You still got to pay attention.
You still got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Asshole. So anyway, we helped pass that first. And then for the next 7 years, we pushed for the hands-free bill, and it finally passed in Colorado. Last year, it went into effect January 1st this year, 2025. And it's projected in other states that have passed it, it's projected to save at least 10% of the usual fatalities that happen on the road.
You're saving lives.
We'll save at least 600 lives, or 60, lives this year of the 600.
Did you save one life?
That's how we feel about it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then I helped pass a law called the Vulnerable User Bill in Colorado. Yeah. And I'm not a lobbyist. I do this all for free. I'm the only personal injury lawyer in the room doing this stuff.
Did you at least come away with a cool law named after you?
Yeah, no, not yet. Yeah, that's right.
You getting Sullivan?
Oh, damn it. And the Vulnerable User Bill came from me seeing motorcycle riders, bicycle riders, pedestrians getting wiped out by people not paying attention, and they are catastrophically injured. Think about your injury. That is catastrophic. It's terrible. You broke your leg. Who knows what else you hurt.
My pride.
And there's no real consequence to that ticket.
Right.
They maybe get a careless reckless. So what we did is we gave it a kicker. Instead of just being careless reckless, it also became careless reckless causing great bodily harm. And if you're in this category of motorcycle rider, bicycle, pedestrian, these kind of things, they actually take your license away. So there's finally a consequence. I mean, I had somebody who had no license, history of DUIs, didn't have a DUI at that time, murder one of my clients, just ran him over and killed him, still was allowed to drive by the judge. Infuriating. And so that was the motivation behind us helping push that law through.
Are there a lot of these laws when you're working on them specific to motorcycles in mind that it speaks to a majority? It's like it is that pedestrian, it is the cyclist,
it's for everybody.
Yeah.
That is how I think we finally got the hands-free bill passed in Colorado. Is we had such a great group of activists and people together. It really started with the Harley riders, and it started with a friend of mine who really pushed it all together, Susan Dane. A lot of credit to her. And then it was bicycle, pedestrian advocates. General Motors got involved because one of the CEOs or one of their main executives, unfortunately their son was killed by a distracted driver, and so he helps get these lobbyists through his foundation and really help push it through, and that they really helped push us finally over that finish line in Colorado. Now we're one of 26 states, if you can believe it. So there's still, there's 24 out there that still don't have this on the books. It's crazy.
It is wild.
Yeah. And so more and more, and we now help advocate for these other jurisdictions trying to get it done because there's a template. And everybody agrees. Everywhere you drive, you're like, would you, for the love of God, put your phone down and pay attention to what you're doing?
Why is it always an Altima?
In Colorado, it's a Subaru. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm an Atlanta dog. It's always an Altima.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it's got one spare tire. It's got one headlight.
Yeah, that's right.
It's got someone else's license plate.
Well, and for us in Colorado, I now sort of say this is a joke, but I'm not. It doesn't matter if it's beaters or beamers. People are just not following the rules of the road right now. It is insane.
Yeah.
And not okay. Because, you're driving a giant weapon. Pay attention. It takes responsibility.
Yeah. It
And,
is wild to consider that, like, I didn't know you before sitting down with you.
Yeah.
That we're going to go play in traffic together with these big murder machines.
Exactly.
And just trust that you're not going to kill me.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Hey, you want to go like 80 next to each other and then make some last minute decisions?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Super quick without thinking about it. Like the
Yeah.
kid that hit you,
Yeah.
right? Not even following any of the rules of the road.
Yeah.
And, and to your point, I see this all the time with my clients, is this thinking of what I could have done to avoid that accident. And the guilt that comes from it that just is...
Not everybody's got the self-awareness.
That's right. And, it's natural to have that guilt that maybe you carried with you or still carry with you. Like, how could have I avoided that? And it's natural, but it's misplaced because we all share a responsibility to each other. It's an implied contract that, like, I'm not going to do something stupid while we're doing this together.
Right.
And that seems to be deteriorating a little bit. And if we have to do kicker laws to help make things a little bit tougher for people and there's consequences, then so be it. Maybe that wakes them up a little bit.
Do you have a reputation in Colorado? They're like, frick, it's Scott again.
I've been doing this a long time now, and I used to do insurance defense, so I kind of know how it works. I used to defend cases like this. This is almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Big buildings blowing up, burning down, personal cases like this. And so I think I built a reputation of, hey, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to kick your butt while we're doing it, but I'm going to do it in a way that you know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it in a way that's professional. But if you cross me, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, we go after people because there's no need for trickery. Oregon is a trial by ambush state. It's just bonkers. There's no discovery up behind that. There's no showing cards.
Really?
It is insane. I don't know how people practice law in Oregon.
Really?
And in
no discovery, just like, hey,
no discovery. Show up literally.
See when I see you.
It's insanity. It's absolute insanity.
Cool.
And so we, in Colorado and most states where we practice these kind of cases, it's a lot of here's what I'm doing. Here's all what you've done to my person. And, you're going to be ruined. Just give me what I want. And, if you start behaving with trickery or bullshit tactics, then nobody scares me. No big insurance company scares you. I know what you're doing. You're going to lose, and we just beat you up over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, I think there's some that are like, oh, shit, it's Scott. And I think some are like, oh, well, he's a decent human being to deal with, and I'm going to work to get him what he wants. Because I don't bring bullshit cases. I don't bring fake cases. I don't bring suspect cases. I bring strong cases.
Yeah.
Because, your case was real.
Yeah.
And they can't get around that. Yeah.
What was the sense of advocacy when you decided to become a lawyer, that you were like, I want to fight for the little man? Where did that come from?
That's a really good question. It actually kind of started in high school. And I was doing some, and this is in the 80s, I'm old. And we were doing some advocacy work through my high school and some debate stuff. And at that point in my life, I thought maybe I'd be sort of a criminal defense lawyer trying to help, certain communities. And that's when
This was still in Denver?
I grew up in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I grew up on the East Coast and a little tiny town back there. And then went to law school, got involved in a bunch of different areas of law to the point where I was like, I don't want to do any of this law. This is terrible. I don't want to do work for these degenerates that are doing contract law or doing some of those stuff.
Contract law? That's a freaking...
It was terrible.
Yeah.
This person I worked for was a terrible human being. But anyway, and then I lucked out, believe it or not, the insurance defense firm really kind of helped me then hone all these skills and defend all these cases so that I knew what I was dealing with. And then we got our first motorcycle case in '98.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then we completely transitioned out of that and started just doing plaintiff's work. And then I've been doing motorcycle cases, since 1998. Yep.
And so, as the future continues, motorcycles is where you're going to be. Like
Absolutely.
That was a decision. You're like, and now I'm that guy.
I'm 100% in on that. Now, obviously, we help with other stuff too, in car accidents, other stuff. But it now represents 70% of my practice.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you're the lower 48.
Yeah, we're the lower 48. Actually, we got a call from Alaska the other day, as a matter of fact. And it wasn't something we could help with, but it was, we're just kind of out in the world. And when somebody does call, they actually talk to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Really? I
I don't have an intake team. I don't have non-lawyers talking to people. It's me and
Well, how long
my
do you
firm.
think you could sustain that? Like, if
I believe, like, part of this conference I was just at, where I'm teaching people how to be motorcycle lawyers, their scale system is so different than mine. I don't need hundreds of cases a month to keep the lights on. I really want to work with 10 to 15 quality people, quality situations, terrible situations, catastrophic, so that we can really help them through this terrible time. And I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I do fine in life. I don't need to make more. I just want to help people.
Yeah.
And it really, like I said, it really is a vocation to me and my firm. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I applaud you for out of the 98% being hopefully part of the 2%.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully. And, you know, it's pretty easy to be that way.
Yeah.
Just be a normal human being.
Well, and I don't like to say like the necessary evil, but I am grateful that you know, you guys exist for when you need us. You
That's
know,
right.
It's a thing, and so
Yeah.
you know,
So tell me a little bit, you know, since
Uh-oh.
we're meeting now.
Uh-oh.
So I want to hear like one of your funniest stunt stories that went wrong, or something going on, you know, in Atlanta, or an Andrew story, Andrew from Vana or Meta
Yeah.
Magazine, who was a good buddy of mine. I'd love to hear a fun story like that.
Oh boy.
I mean, you got a million of them. Sure,
I got a
but-
few. I got a few broken bones. Well, so I'd say probably the most impactful. I don't know how humorous it is, and this is just more of a testament to how ill-informed I was at the time. I was working on a TV show called Octane Academy. I was working with very talented. It was like Ken Block, Brian Deegan, Tanner Faust, all the boys, and it was a competition reality show. And so specific to this one, I was younger, almost as young as I am now, and at the time I was working on production, so it was like kind of production assistant, just kind of a catch-all. I was wearing so many hats on this show, but it was with some good folks, Transition Productions that I you know, still see working everywhere. They're great, but it was a bit of a familial kind of vibe that, like, you know, we did a little things differently. So I had a little more fun than we probably should have here and there. But
Right, I got you.
at one point, me and another guy, Pete, were tasked with putting together the this is Pete. Pete's from Long Island. This is what he sounds like, Macho Man Randy Savage, all day, every day. Bless him, he's got a beautiful girl. Went to his wedding.
What are you doing this weekend?
Yeah, he's smoking cigarettes and he's making pizzas. What he's doing, because he's got the best thaw in Long Beach. If you're not down there, get there. But that's Pete, Big Papa Pete. But we're out there and we were tasked with setting up a pump track, just a BMX pump track.
Fun.
You know, I got a couple BMX bikes, and we're at Willow Springs, this big racetrack in California. And so we set it up out on the tarmac, and all it was just a little camera test. Like, hey, just run through the course, and it's nothing by any means.
Yeah, you've done it 100 times or more like it. Yeah.
And it's just to go out and just ride it for camera test. And so all the cameras are rolling, and your boy hits the course, no helmet.
Oh.
And being out on an airport, the tarmac, the wind, whatever reason, whether it was the first jump, second jump, whatever, I biffed it.
Oh,
And
no.
I just did a digger straight to my face.
Lawn darted.
Lawn darted to my brain.
Oh, boy.
And I broke my skull, I broke my nose, I broke my
Oh, no.
occipitals, I broke
Shit.
it all. And so then after I stopped having seizures,
Oh, my
and
God.
Big Papa Pete, you know, was holding me down, and I'm fighting everybody.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't necessarily in my stunt career previous to, but it was a stunt nonetheless that went terribly wrong. Where this at the time, and not placing blame on anyone in this story, but having that same level of responsibility, and like, I should have been wearing a helmet. You know, I shouldn't have done. Not that I remember it,
Right.
but I was so nervous about losing my job
Yep.
with these people that I really was grateful for the opportunity, you know, eager to work and do a good job,
Yeah.
that I didn't want to place blame or whatever. The reality was our sponsor was Ford.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
like, could they, like, after, so the doctor, the neurologist,
Yeah.
you know, He's like, so, your epilepsy, so I have epilepsy now, according to him, which I'm like, yo, that's just your opinion, dude.
Right.
I think I'm just fine. My ex-wife probably thinks I changed a little after the accident.
Yeah.
Bless her. But all the same, I had nothing. I signed whatever was put in front of me, but I don't remember a solid 7-8 months.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, you were severely brain injured, right?
Rocked.
And frontal lobe, no less.
And all things considered, it got weird for a while, and I feel like I'm some type of normal now. But the reality is, what's the future look like?
Yes.
I don't know. But all those things I didn't consider. I didn't talk to any counsel. I signed whatever they put in front of me. There was, other than limited workers' comp,
right,
and then
which is useless depending on what state you're in.
And then just the coverage of just those initial, surgeries and all the things.
It'd be over $1 million.
I had no idea, and everything that came after it, it was just so frustrating because now I'm aware after having conversations with fellows like you. I'm like, you know what? I probably should have done my due diligence a little bit, but like I said, I wasn't. I don't remember it, and I just wanted to get back to business, but. That was probably, like I said, maybe not the funniest, but...
Well, think about it. We've all done it unintentionally. We're like, I'm just going to go out for a quick little thing, put on the helmet, and then, God forbid, something happens, right? And, once again, you're probably feeling some guilt or something over that's misplaced or not, but, we all love it, and we all do things because we want to, and, sometimes, thank God you're okay. I mean, the big scheme of things. Holy shit.
Am I, Scott?
I've only just met you, so I don't know. But
the jury's still out.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're crazy enough to do a podcast, so I don't know.
Hey, man. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But honestly, it seems like everybody is doing it right now. So, that's why mine's got to be so good. I got freaking 4 cameras rolling. We got
it
an
all
audience
going.
cam.
This is quite the whole thing.
It's a thing. Yeah. Shout out to
awesome.
Fuji. We love you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Sam, I appreciate your time.
No, absolutely.
Very nice to meet you. I've heard about you for years. I mean, we could have talked about the crazy Go Fast, Don't Die friends of ours, Brett and Brady, and all those guys.
We can talk about them at a later date. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
So, usually in the show, other than send you back into the wild here at AIM, this is your time to shine. Anything you want to bring attention to or shout out or just, say a word to the friends at home, this is your camera, and it is all for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, anytime anything happens to you on 2 wheels or 4, you call Rider Justice, you talk to me, it's Scott. I'm happy to walk you through it. If I can't help you, I'm going to be honest, or I can find somebody that can. Yes, and just look us up, riderjustice.com, or you can find us anywhere on the web. Yeah, and it's the Sullivan Law Firm is my firm.
Not the Sean O'Sullivan, Scott. He's Scott.
Scott. Yeah. With 2 T's, that's important, by the way.
Is it? That seems
the
common.
The 1 T Scott's, it seems weird.
That's almost the scote, which is a scrotum, and then, come on, what are we talking about?
See? That's right.
All right, well, cheers to you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Sam.
And
Thanks for your time,
we'll
too.
See you out there.
Fun. Appreciate it.
Huh?